Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Dalton at Dalton95, coming with another Studio Series video, and today we're taking a look at the Voyager class Mixmaster. And before we continue, Amazon, what the hell? What? Why? This is why you don't package things like this in a plastic bag. What happened to boxes? Oh, I mean, I'm going to throw out the box anyway, but, you know, if it wasn't, you know, for the fact that the figure is fine, like, this would be irritating if something happened to the figure, because, yeah, that is smushed. Anyways, 5 out of 5, or 6 out of 6 for Devastator. 15 steps between robot and construction vehicle mode. I don't know why they have a bulldozer there. He's a cement truck. Maybe it's just something the generator did for all of them. But there's a side there. Mixmaster combines with the other Constructicons to form Devastator. 15 steps. There's Devastator. Let's go ahead and get him opened up and check him out. And here we have Mixmaster out of his packaging. And right off the bat, I think he is one of my favorite Constructicons. It's between him and Long Haul. I still think I like Long Haul a little bit more, but yeah, he is definitely up there with him. Now, as far as accessories go, he does have his cement drum, which, as you can see, does not rotate, but it does have 5 connection points. So I got these 3 ports here, and then these 2 tabs. I'll just plug in here, 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 the scroll hole, and here. So that just all pegs in. And there we have that. So we'll bring this back, flip that around, close that up, and there is Mixmaster in robot mode. And he does come with his blaster. Of course, it is blast effect compatible, and fits right into his hand. Now, as far as paint, he doesn't have a lot, at least in robot mode. Does have some black paint here on the torso or on the chest. A little bit of red, of course, the Decepticon symbol there. Nothing on the front of the lower legs, but you do get the windows, the rims painted, the grille, and the bumper. You get the rims here on the arms. Of course, for the face, you got the black helmet with the silver face and red eyes. So, very accurate to the cartoon. Now, I'm not going to compare them to all the Constructicons. I'll save that for their own video. I should have done that from the get-go, but here we are. So, there he is with his Wavemate Scavenger. And, yeah, I mean, if you count his little, like, hood thing, he is Voyager size. But the whole reason why he is a Voyager and, you know, or considered a Voyager is because of the ratchet that's been put in his torso. Now with oh no, Brawl is a Voyager, never mind. He does have the angle tilt built in. I can't wait to see, hopefully the next week after this video comes out, or 2 weeks, should be able to see what Onslaught looks like. I'm hoping they show off Onslaught. But as far as articulation goes, his head is on a ball joint. It is a little tough to get in there just due to this hood piece. Do get 360 at the shoulder. Get out to about there. Use the transmission joint, almost 90 degrees. Do get bicep swivel. Get 90-degree elbows. It sticks out a little weird, so it does look a little bit odd. No waist swivel, just like all the others. Forward and back at the hips. You do get all the way out. Thigh swivel, 90-degree knees, and ankle tilt. So there is that for articulation. So let's go ahead and get into transformation. It is very simple. Go ahead and remove the blaster. Go ahead and bring this chest plate up to here. Straighten the arms, bring them up. And they will just tab in right here. Actually, I want to keep them out just a little bit, just for a moment. Open this up, flip out this front panel, close that up, bring the foot out, fold up the heel, bring this out of the way, bring this out, fold this up, bring out the front, flip in the heel. Let's go ahead and tap this together. Then we'll bring this down, bending the knees backwards. Actually, no. Bring them down like this to here. Actually, yeah, we do want them bent backwards, my bad. There we go. Bring that up. Bring this whole section down. Have that collapsed in like that. Bring the arms up, and they will just tab onto these little squares right there. Just like that. Fold this panel up, locking those arms in, and fold these panels up. Open up the drum. Flip out the funnel. And there we have Mixmaster in his cement truck form. And, I mean, it's definitely a major improvement compared to the Combiner Wars version, because it is a standard cement truck, not one of those weird backwards designs. Like, it's a real cement truck that Combiner Wars was based on. It was just larger, so the funnel and drum had to go up on top of the cab instead of sitting back behind it. As far as weapon storage, it does have a spot right here, kind of based on one of the episodes of the G1 cartoon where he fired chemicals out of there, because that's what he uses his drum for most of the time, is just mixing different chemicals together to create new chemical weapons for the Decepticons. So, very nicely done. Nice amount of molded detail without going overboard. You get some nice gunmetal inside the grill there. Of course, they got the wipers molded in. You got these ports here on the front. That is for Devastator, which again, we'll look at how to combine Devastator fully in a separate video, along with comparing with the rest of the Constructicons. So let's go ahead and get him back to robot mode. Yeah, well, I guess I'll go ahead and show his transformation to limb mode, and then we'll cover that again when we get to the actual combination video, even though I have combined them in previous videos, which in hindsight I should have waited so I could get myself more properly excited for Devastator. But there is that. Bring out arm, or untab the arm, kind of, or just bend it all the way, or about 45 degrees. Same thing with this one. Untab it, bring it up. Another way you can get use out of that ankle joint. And there is leg mode for Devastator. You'll just have to open this up to slide the thigh piece onto here, and then Long Haul's weapon will go on here to form that weird toe that Devastator has. So there's that. So I guess from here we'll go back to robot mode. Just tab the arms back on. Close that up. Untab this. Bring it down on the double hinge. There we go. Bring the arms up. And then, forgot to point this out, but there is some molded detail in here to look like the underside of a vehicle. So you get like the, maybe I don't know anything about trucks, but maybe that's the differential. And you got another piece back here for the axle. And you can kind of see where the drive shaft would go. So there's that. Bring this down. Bring out the arms. Kind of zoom out here. Whoop, too far. Right there. And split or bring this down. Split the legs, straighten those out fully. Open that panel, fold that in, close that. Straighten out the leg, flip it in the panel, fold this out, close that up, close up the chest plate, bring down the arms, open up the drum, fold the funnel in, close that up, we'll give him his blaster, and there we have Mixmaster back in robot mode. So let's go ahead and get into final thoughts. So, getting into final thoughts of Mixmaster, the last of the Constructicons to release for 86. Again, he's one of my favorites up there with Long Haul. Again, I'll get into a full comparison on who's my favorite, who's my least favorite when the Devastator video comes out. I'm still kicking myself for not waiting to combine Devastator, when I got the rest of the team. But yeah, I really love how well Mixmaster turned out. I just wish he had wrist swivel, and of course all the others along with him had a waist swivel. But I mean, those are two sacrifices to their molds that I'm willing to accept. At least, all of them have elbow joints at the very least, and decent rest of the body articulation compared to their Combiner Wars release. Like, Long Haul didn't have any elbows, neither did Scrapper. None of them came with their weapons. You just had to use parts of Devastator's armament and limbs to become weapons. So, and at least they all scale together. So, again, we'll get more into that in the last video, which will be the full Devastator Constructicon video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Be sure to check out those links down below. Be sure to check out my Studio Series playlist and my Age of the Primes playlist. And be sure to check out Axelon News every other 2 weeks. We did miss one episode, but that is completely fine. We have more coming in the future, and we'll definitely be taking a look at the stuff from New York Comic Con when that comes out. So let me know what you guys think of Studio Series 86 Mixmaster. Do you guys have all the Constructicons as well? Hope you guys enjoyed. So long. Take care.